Hello, this is the Tradesight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Wednesday, February 17th, 2016. Hope you had a good trading day on Tuesday. Decent day for us, although certainly boring in the afternoon. Nothing happened. We did target that Wednesday and Thursday would be the better trading days of the week in our weekend report, and so that's what we're looking for here. Anyways, not a big deal. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract daily chart. You don't get much from this. It's not really, there was no movement. There was a gap up. By the way, don't forget there's some Monday action here because of the holiday, and even though that's not real trading, there was some gap up on Monday, and then we held that on Tuesday. I'll show you that in the intraday action in a minute. It wasn't very interesting. So let's look at crude oil, up 17 cents to 29.2250. Again, we're still under $30 on crude oil, so it's an interesting conversation. Gold, on the other hand, has been obviously on a tear and came back a bit on Friday after hitting what I would call a spike on Thursday, and now up $1.60 to 1209.80. S&P 500 up 30.8, but again, you'll see most of this was the gap. NDX was up 85 points. Still doesn't even put it above the October low, just so we're clear, so that's key. SOX up 20 points. That's a little more of a recovery there. Biotechs, again, nothing here. 78-point gain for the session. VIX down 1.29. When you see the gap here, you realize this doesn't really matter. Trend 0.77 for the close. That's a 1.03 10-day moving average on the trend, which is not that interesting. NASDAQ volume was only 1.9 billion shares, better than Friday, but which was leading into a long weekend, and we had the Monday holiday, but certainly nowhere near what we've seen most of the year so far. Advanced decline ratio, positive 1894, one of the biggest breadth up days of the year on the NASDAQ, and up 1857 on the New York. Google gained 10.75, Apple gained 2.86, still under 100. Amazon gained 14.2 points. That's a big bump back to the 10-day moving average. Netflix up 1.65. So there it is. That's what you got for the day and the session. Let's take a look at the front month futures contract, the ES in 5-minute candles, just so you understand. Now, this is a weird chart. You have to understand. Look, if you look at the far left of the chart, you see the end of Thursday. You see the gap up Friday. We continued higher. Again, there was no volume in that move. And then we gapped up, quote unquote, Monday for like a few hours of trading, but look at the volume. I mean, that's the holiday. So they do open the futures market for a little while in there, but it doesn't really lead to anything. But we held that gap for the Tuesday's open for the beginning of the week. We tried to pull back a little bit. It didn't happen. We drifted up over lunch, and the last 3 hours of the day were as dead flat boring. I mean, if you tried to trade in that 3 hours, you probably got yourself killed, so that's not a good way to go about it. Note the Comer 13 sell signal on the risk line, the pink risk line from that tops out the high of the session. I will say, looking at this, we closed last Thursday at basically 1825. We're currently at 1888. Okay, a big piece of that was the gap up Friday and drift a little higher, and then a big gap up Tuesday, and here we are. So there's 60 points of gain on the ES, where maybe 20 points of it is accountable for actual trading. So just be aware of that. Here's the NQs. It's no different. Gap up Friday, head higher. Gap up Monday for the half day, and held that. Got a 13 sell signal below at the close on late in the day on Tuesday here. So again, it wasn't a very exciting session. We did have some nice winners. Our opening range plays on the futures made money, like that type of stuff. We still made money, but it wasn't huge. And that's about it. So what does the next session look like? Well, we've got 3 days left in the week because it is a short week. We've got PPI in the morning and housing starts and building permits. That's all an hour before the bell. We've got industrial production and capacity utilization 15 minutes before the bell. We've got crude oil inventories. And, I don't think that number's listed for tomorrow. I think that'll be on Thursday, usually on a short week. We've got the minutes from the last Fed meeting at 2 p.m. Eastern time. A couple numbers left, and then the CPI on Friday. We'll talk about that later tomorrow in the market preview. But at the end of the day, I think Wednesday and Thursday are much better chance of being better trading days than Tuesday did because of the holiday and the short week. That's what we're going to be looking at. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal 12. If you have not taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so we can help you out making some money for a week or two. And we'll see what happens. Have a great week.